Hey folks, how's it going? The Guild War is about to start. This is like an hour and a half until it begins, and I still haven't set up my teams. I should have really done this yesterday, but I got kind of caught farming for the last transcendencies. I managed to do not just one, not just two, but 3 transcendencies in the same day. I kind of needed to farm like 250 shards in 2 days, and I'm not really sure why I do these things to myself, but I'm glad I managed, and now these guys are going to be leveled up during the Guild War. Hopefully I will be able to get Octo up to 120 either today or tomorrow, so it's going to be ready for the Nightmare 95s. For now, let's just work on the EX plus OTK. In terms of weapons, I managed to get a second galleon gun, so I think I want to try something without cane first, which means 4 axes. I don't think we'll be hitting the damage cap, and we might not need skill damage, so the last slot is likely going to go to the big EX. As for the summons, it's going to be the usual. Now, double one long means that Octo has to be here, and still try both. As for the other slot, I honestly don't know. I guess I could just go to Lyria. She still deals plenty of CA damage. Okay, so Althea, just a boost to CA specs and a CA cap in here. He has no mastery, no awakenings, no anything. Siegfried has an extra nuke. Next up is Trio with the extra cap up from the 5-star and Transcendence. She doesn't need anything here. Moving on, Octo, same thing. Absolutely not, absolutely not. Fundoshi Feast is actually a nuke. Dante should have a nuke on CA at least. Medusa, tank and counter. Christmas Magister has a nuke on charge attack. Awakenings are fine. EMP are fine, 11% CA damage cap. Narmea gets the dodge and tank and counter, same as Medusa. Urja, I know the damage is low and her rebalance didn't do much for her, but with the Benubo... Oh no. Oh Jesus, her EMPs are horrible. Silva, massive, just delay. I'm not sure I want to use this. Like, this would be okay for 4 chains, but 4 chains might be a bit slow. Awakening 7, she would need 1 level of awakening, 20% CA cap from her EMPs, that's not bad. To CA cap at full HP, this is not bad either. Which leads us to Ill Knot. Nuke on CA. And a passive boost to charge bars. This might allow us to give up on one of the Huan Longs. Awakenings are fine. EMP look okay, even if I might want some more CA damage. And I might want to reroll her ring for more CA cap. Skill cap is only for her skill 1. She doesn't do much skill damage. And she does not have an earring, does she? She does not. Ukuro might be interesting. She might be okay with the Benubo, she might be even better if I manage to not make her CA, or she even rolls supplemental damage. If I want to try something with like Beelzebub and Luchador, I might want to try her as well. It's a long shot, but I might still want to try her. Jesus Christ, I am not liking my options here. So let's go grab ourselves a Frere chain and start trying things out. Up to 5.7, it's already something. 5.7. Uh, 15% remaining. It's a little bit still. 18.8 at least, so we are only 3 millions off. Let's bring Trio back. 5.7 from Trio as well. I need some counters to get rid of that last 15%. 18.8, it's about this amount of damage. Maybe Siegfried? Ah, it's just a million. It's 5.2 from Cerise, down to 13%. Yeah, this is weird, like no counters, no activations on enemy charge attack. 19.1 at least. Bit more damage from Lyria, 5.6 from Cerise. Dante, how do you fare? 19.9 off by 2 millions. 5.5 for Dante. Was that really only 3 million? And she doesn't take enough damage to proc the extra nuke. Got 8 of these, so sure, let's try attack. Up to 4.4 already. Just missing the counters, but I don't think that's going to cut it. Oh, she actually got it. Now she needs to be hit twice. But the enemy is still down to 5%. 21 million, 1 million off, but she managed to go up to 7.6. If hit, that's an important distinction to make. If hit. Okay, 17. And that's it, down to 13%. With Sinaru dealing 5.1 million. Now, Herja. It might be a bit weird like this. Might be a bit weird with this grid, but let's just see how she does. Okay, that's about 1 million damage. Not as bad as I was expecting, but still pretty bad. 5.1, but with possible boosts with the Benubo. Like, Octo and Lyria have been pretty stable at least. She's up to 5 million, but she's not going to do anything more. Now, Ilnot gives us some bar. Can actually go with Yggdrasil here. And of course this is going to clear. How much do you do? 4.5, and we didn't even get to see the nuke. If I want something like this, I need to remove one character though. I don't have... what's her name? Beatrix. But there is another character that can normal attack without doing a charge. Yeah, it can only be activated when Super Robo Elsam is active. This is still technically a 3-chain. Nah, that's kind of horrible. No counters, no anything. NMC does a lot less damage than Lyria without actually allowing anyone else to get that damage back. Can I actually... Nah, it's 20% off. There's no way I can boost that damage to get me up to speed. 4.5 from Ilnot. Which leaves Halloween Kokoro, but on this setup I'm not sure if I want to try her. So what I'm left with is a 4-chain setup that of course clears pretty easily. The main issue is that it's 4 chains, and at this point I think I want to go and measure how much longer it is compared to a 3-chain and possibly a Bubs plus attack setup. Alright, so the 4 chains are up in here. There's the click on top. Okay, so from the moment the screen goes to black, that's the lockout. That's refresh. And here. The whole rotation took about 13 seconds. Again, 13 seconds. And again, 13 seconds. Let's go check the 3 chains. That's the click. And since we still see lockout, selecting summon is not going to change the speed of the entire rotation. That's the click. 12 seconds and 55 frames. 12 seconds and 33. So yeah, 4-chain lockout is 13 seconds, 3-chain lockout is 12 seconds and a half. Really a big difference there. What can we do to try and make it go faster? Might try Lucha, possibly with Beelzebub main summon. The main problem is going to be the clickiness of this thing. Even if you skip the animations, you've seen how slow my reloads are. For classes, let's try Viking first. Now, what do I put on you? I might try this, but I still need to use the Seraphic as well. I do need the auto cap though. Place this with tech and normal cap. In here, just the usual X. The grid should be fairly standard and it should likely be just the usual Kame grid. Up the X, we got the spear with crit. We got the harp. I think I will likely want to try the Bernubo. You know, screw it, let's put the Bernubo here. We might be going for a lot of EX. For the Dark Opus, for which we need normal attack cap. Get the auto cap. This slot gets the steel cap. This one is for the Seraphic. And the last one, I'm not sure if I want to run more cap up. I don't think I can use it. Definitely not using these. I might want to use this. X and melee attack and triple attack and supplemental damage. Why not? Kind of losing up on the normal modifier, but normal modifier is basically only 25% from here and some normal from there. This has to be Beelzebub Yggdrasil. 37% normal, 140, 102. Stamina. Kind of low crit, but that's to be expected. Okay, I think we've got the grid. Slap some plus marks on it. And now let's try characters. This one is basically for her. Tailor-made for her. And other than her, we need characters with a lot of passive damage. Supplemental damage hit on the third hit, so trio might make it in. And who else is a good auto attacker? You should be fine too, right? Right alongside Freyheit. Let me set quick summon on Bubs. And let's try this out. So I'll let you have a laugh here, because this is without reloading. She doesn't even attack. She doesn't even attack. What the hell is this? Okay, I was doing this basically for her, but apparently she doesn't need to. The only thing is that I'm going to need a refresh into attack into refresh. It's a bit clickier. It's actually a lot clickier. And all this time is not nice. But I should not get lockout. Like, ever. What I really need to see is now if this actually goes faster than the 13 seconds. Okay, that's the kill. Screen, that's the selection. Oh, that's going on for a while. That's it. It's 15 seconds. Well, crap. Actually a second and a half slower. Yeah, 15 seconds and 41 frames, that's not happening. The reload is too slow, it's killing it. Another 14 seconds and 28 frames. Ah, Jesus Christ, what a curse it is to play from Europe. So the only way I could have to go faster would be to go on 3 chains. Problem is that 3 chains was still 12 seconds and a half. And if the difference has to be between 12 seconds and a half and 13 seconds 20, it's so little, it's basically nothing. So yeah, when it comes to the EX Plus, it looks like I'll be still on 4 chains. I don't need that many clicks, I don't need to pay that much attention to it, so I can actually watch something else on the second screen. And lo and behold, the guild is here. This time around though, I think I want to try and take things a bit more lightly. I usually go for 1 billion minimum as well as top 80k, but I want to try and full auto a bit less. Mostly because full autoing turned out to be quite a big waste of time, especially when it comes to the Nightmare 150. Last time around I was doing between 5 minutes 30 and 6 minutes runs, but that's only 40 millions an hour. And while our crew doesn't really have quotas, I still kind of want to work towards my own objectives, so that means about 400 millions on the Nightmare 150s. Sadly, that would mean full autoing for 10 hours straight, which is something I really don't want to do. Especially when setting up a proper burst team can easily go at double that speed. So instead of full autoing for 10 hours, I can only manual for 5 hours with plenty of breaks in between and actually go to sleep instead. We'll see what's going to happen this time around with the Nightmare 200, but I don't expect the tactic to change too much. One last PSA before leaving. Please, in your miscellaneous summons, put killing on top and one long on the bottom. It helps tremendously when farming the EX+. If you have an experienced summon, it's been common practice to put that on the water second slot. Alright then, time to grind. Hopefully I've put you all to sleep with my voice by now, so that's less competition for me. If not, good luck with your guild wars and see you around soon. Ciao!
獅子神